Got my boy JAWAN.MP3 signing the wall.
Signing the wall, you know, I'm still practicing my signature. But I think
you just come in here and knock that shit out. Like, this shit fire. It's crazy.
So cute.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is love, feels like fantasy, hazy still. Could this be a dream? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looking in your eyes and you're here, yeah, 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 yeah. Temptation is building in me, having fun, so don't overthink it. See it, keep on doing that, you gon' see it, see it. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Baby, yeah. Only you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Baby, yeah. Only you, yeah. Yeah. Clothes off, no, we don't need them. Show me some, don't hold back on me, yeah. Feel, yeah. Keep on telling me how that feel, yeah. Feel, yeah. Oh, yeah. Only here for the night, baby, let's not waste it. Know you feeling right, feeling what's on your mind. I've been hella chill, but now you got me losing it. Don't need nobody else, cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, baby, I only want you,
Cause
yeah,
I only
yeah,
want you,
yeah, yeah,
Cause I only want you,
only
Cause I only want you, baby, yeah, I only want you,
yeah, 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 yeah. Cause I only want you, yeah. Cause I only want you, baby, yeah. Only want you,
Cause I only want you,
yeah.
Cause I only want you,
yeah, yeah. Baby, yeah, baby, yeah. Only you, yeah.
Welcome to the What's in My Bag podcast. It is me, your host, Louis B. I am joined by the gang.
that had to have been 2
I ain't
minutes.
gonna cap, I ain't like it, bro.
I didn't like it either,
That was
man.
so short.
I ain't like
But it's
it.
cool.
That was short?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I ain't like it.
This nigga's lung capacity is crazy.
Wow, that's crazy, yeah. I thought that was amazing.
No, he's definitely done better.
No, yeah.
Sadia, speak to him, my gal.
What's up?
Jade, speak to him, my guy.
Hey, man, y'all already know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy.
Special guest in the building. Listen, man, I promise you, if you don't know him now, you definitely will very, very soon. As for all my first-time offenders, I let them introduce themselves. So go ahead, my good sir.
I'm a first-time offender.
Yeah.
I love that. What's up? This is JAWAN.MP3. How's it going, man? I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad to have you here, man.
Hey.
You are special because you are a referral of the great Marinade. Shouts out to her. Just celebrated her birthday. Listen, man, she referred you, so I was like, hey, first of all, she put me on to your music a long time ago, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a sound that sounds so familiar, but I haven't heard it in a long time.
Wow.
I'll put a comma on that, and we'll come back to it later.
Okay.
Episode 148 of the What's in My Bag podcast. Everybody feeling good?
Hey, man.
I like it a lot. What we do here, instead of asking everybody how they feeling and shit like that, I ask everybody what's in your bag. So what's in your bag encompasses everything. It's just what's in your bag, how you feeling. That's when you just tell us how are you doing. I just want to have a good branding way to do this, guys, if you haven't caught on by now. So Jade, what's in your bag, man?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Packing a light load today, you know what I'm saying? Been a good little week, you know what I'm saying? A couple little good changes. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak too much on it, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we
I was just gonna ask. You know I was gonna pry.
Right.
Hey,
I like it a lot.
definitely got some more music on the way, you know what I'm saying? So
You better, nigga.
I mean, no. Okay, look. First of all, let me clear that up.
He's a little
Definitely, all right. The mixtape definitely goddamn is coming out like February. But I'm just saying, like, bro. On top of that, like, bro, like, oh yeah, bro. Hey, we going crazy, bro.
He said, I'm giving you an atomic bomb.
We going crazy.
I like it, man.
Can't wait.
I like it a lot. Sadia, what's in your bag?
Man, my bag is kind of light, man. Been alright. This week has been cool and seeing a lot of more time with my nephew. Definitely loving that.
I like it. I want to get more into you as the weeks go on, because your bags have been pretty chill for the most part. Life has been pretty good. I'm trying to get into the sticky things. I'm just kidding, man. If everything is good, everything is all good. JAWAN.MP3. Do you want me to? Can I call you Jawan, or do I have to say JAWAN.MP3 every time?
You can just say Juwan.
Jawan,
say it, like, boy.
There's too many
We
syllables.
gonna give him a nickname, Jay.
Right.
Hey,
Jawan, what's in your bag, man?
My bag is pretty full, man. I'm feeling really inspired.
I like it.
Yeah, besides like the new
don't
music
watch
and
that
stuff
Janet doc.
but I watched the Janet doc, and I'm feeling really good, man.
I like it.
The Jacksons, they just have such an incredible legacy, and yeah, man, I'm feeling good because of that. I'm excited to watch the next one.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
What's in my bag, man? My bag is pretty good, but I will be honest with y'all, and I think this will flow right into our artist for the day. I'm in one of those periods where I'll be honest with y'all, like I'm kind of questioning this creative endeavor, this creative entrepreneurial thing. Like, you know, you get to a point, and I love your tweets, Jawan, because you be tweeting some shit. You said one day, and it rolled me out of bed. I was like, God damn it. You said, as a creative, and it's something along the lines. I'm not all the way accurate, but
What did I say? Lord.
no, it was good. You said, as a creative, you literally look crazy pursuing your dreams until you don't. Like, I'm in a point where podcasts ain't making money. Podcasts ain't never made money. This is, to the outside world, this has been like a passion project. Yeah. That's why, and it's one of them things that I'm kind of, I need to fix it, because I can see that it's an insecurity of mine. I went out to dinner one night with some friends, and they was just asking a question that dreaded me. When I was hearing it being asked around the table, I was kind of like, man, please don't let it get to me, because I don't feel like answering this shit. And it was, what do you do? What do you do for work?
I hate that shit. So I hate that shit so bad.
And see, as a person that works a job,
so bad, bro.
I think my thing has always been conflicted, because I've never loved that question. Ever since I started moving in my passion, I hate that question. I've been doing this podcast for 3 years. I was working jobs before that. I hated that question. When I was a recruiter, I hated that question. When I was a salesman, I hated that question, because that's not the answer that I want to give y'all. I want to be able to tell y'all, hey, I'm a podcaster and I do this shit for real. But it's hard for people to see that you do it for real if ain't no money coming in from it. It's funny that people look at this set and say that the money is coming in. Fam, this was out of the pocket. This was out of all of our pockets. Like, this shit wasn't free. This shit wasn't off no branding money.
This shit ain't free. I mean, baby.
But man, I'm in this spot where my faith is and y'all can maybe correct me if it's not right, but I feel like my faith is there, or maybe it's not. Y'all can say.
I mean,
say
it's got to be, if you come in here every Saturday, it's here. You know what I'm saying? Like you said before, we're not even though financially we're not growing, I will say that, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of stagnant right now, but the people noticing us, all that is here. The progress is, we're literally not even, we've transitioned from 3 different locations. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Start off in your room.
That is a figgy fact.
Literally in your room, and now we're here. So I don't want you to feel like, you know, yes, it's somewhat on faith as far as finances, but everything else is progress. Everything else has changed. Literally.
Right.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
only
bro, just
thing
think
that-
about it like, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go
But
ahead.
like, just think about it like, bro, like, shit. We out here doing our footwork too, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm also out every night, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting folks know, getting folks on, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that's just, you know, a little bit more, like, more exposure like as we go, bro. So it's like, bro, it's like, I count a little shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with me, when it comes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with this rapping shit or whatever, bro, like, nigga, I didn't even think about performing, nigga. I started off in your closet. You see what I'm
A lot of
saying?
people started out of my closet.
Like, bro, you know, like, bro, like, so it's just little shit from that to like people now goddamn record, like, you know, recording me, sending me shit, goddamn, you know what I'm saying, from my shit, asking me like, hey, bro, email me this shit, bro, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, that, like, it's just the little shit, bro, you know what I'm saying, so it's like, bro, that shit that keep me going.
The money will come. My dad always said, whatever you love, as long as you put your time towards what you love, the money will come. Because the effort, the time, what you need to actually keep pushing will always be there, and this is evidence. We are evidence of that. Literally.
I think I'm evidence too. Yeah, like, this is a pleasure, man. It's an honor to be able to, you know, sit here with y'all and hearing your story about how y'all have grown and stuff. Like, this is incredible.
I appreciate
I walked
y'all.
in here with a lot of respect for what you got going on.
Thank you.
So yeah, man, I'm excited about where you go from here.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, I think this is a great
then,
moment of
my fault, because then
transparency. Go ahead.
like I said, because he had an option to, you know, want
That's
to
a
be
fact.
here or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Could have said no press.
Like he chose to be
Because I know
here
you
for
telling
real.
niggas that. Like, no.
So we don't say yes to everything. You know, we have to lower the threshold a bit because I always be doing something otherwise.
Yeah.
But no, like I said yes to this because this is amazing what you're doing.
I
And to know
appreciate
that
it,
you
man.
built it up from your bedroom.
Yes.
Like, bro, now it'd be a whole different thing if we was still in the bedroom. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know, if we was all in there pat like sardines, it would be a little different.
We
you know
were.
what I'm saying? But no, this is
2018
incredible.
videos is crazy. Hey, look, I think this was a great moment because maybe y'all can see it in my face. Like, I'm soaking this all in. Like,
Yeah.
this is I'm y'all are feeding me.
Yeah.
Because this is just full transparency, man. This is the shit that the creators don't show you on Instagram, don't show you on TikTok. Like, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
It is a struggle. Even if you're making the money, it's a struggle. You want to know why? Because niggas want taxes now. It's like it's a never ending cycle of struggle going into this field. And it's tough because it's one of them things where, you know, I see all my homies, you know what I'm saying, with your 70K, 80K, 90K tech gigs, working from the crib, working hybrid. It looks beautiful, man. And I'm just like, I won't be fulfilled doing that. So I don't want to waste my time. I can never, ever again contribute 8 hours to a corporation. Once a day, 5 days a week. I can't do it because I know me, and I think it's important for people to know themselves. I have a bit of laziness in me once the work gets done. I'm the nigga that's really optimizing his time and potential from the hours of 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. After that, it's chill time. It's I feel like I deserve it. The jobs don't feel like you deserve that though. Nobody feels like you none of them feel like you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them interesting spots. But
Well, I want to know what answer you gave at the dinner table. Did you say
they,
what you?
I didn't. They didn't ask me.
Oh, you lucky as
wow.
shit.
They didn't ask
You
me.
boy.
But it was one of them things where one person didn't know the other person, so he asked him. Now I don't
You
even.
just
I never was
conveniently
asked. And I'm
slipped
cool.
under-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have just been like, at that point, man, I want to say I'm a podcaster, but with the way nigga podcast looking right now, y'all don't even take us seriously.
But why
If
does
you
that,
say I have a
why does that mean that
podcast,
you, okay, even if you say, what do you do for a living? I mean, even though I may
'cause I'm not living
have,
off of it.
right, but I mean, that's still what you do. That's still you're not lying. This is what you do. This is what you put majority of your time in. This is what you love. I mean, you're not lying by claiming that, you know?
But like subconsciously or consciously, like people gonna put the value behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna put like
it's a price tag on you. As soon as a nigga say, "Hey, I work in tech," I'm like, "Oh, 80K
you know what I'm saying?
plus."
So it's
easy.
like, all right, like so when you hear somebody say like, oh, like they in like some entertainment field or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, I do this or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, like
whenever
shit,
you get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like how that shit going? I mean, shit, we ain't getting
how
paid
is it going?
Right now, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like a subtle change. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, so it's be like, bruh, like. But I mean, if you take pride in what you do and all that type of shit, like
I kind of want you to
and
say it now. Like,
yes, most definitely.
I'm gonna get better at it. It's real. Like, I'm a podcaster.
You guys,
I'm a podcaster, and I have multiple podcasts. I have 2 podcasts that I run. I also have an interview series that I run. It's funny how I left the job for interviewing niggas because I didn't want to do that, and all I do is interview niggas. It's funny how life works. It's also funny how at these old jobs, it's like all of the skills that you learned there, you actually do apply it to your entrepreneurialism. I probably fucked that word up, but it's okay.
Right, we do what you mean.
Entrepreneurism. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. I don't know entrepreneurs anymore.
Right. You feel like those jobs prepares you to do this?
Honestly, looking back at it now, like trying to find people to interview, checking ins, it's literally the same shit I was doing at my sales job. It's finding my sources. It's finding talent. It's finding talent, interviewing talent, trying to get people. Shit, if we talking a budget, to get people to actually want to spend money and do it consistently, like it's sales in a sense. It's just a different flip on it. It's like when Jay-Z was selling crack the whole time, and then he got in the music business and realized that, hey, this shit ain't much different. If I can sell crack, I'm thinking I can sell CDs.
Transferable skills.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
if it's C.
Yeah, man. So. I'm feeling good. It's one of those things where I just want everybody to know. You said something crazy, didn't you?
It's just a different
I'm gonna catch it. I
said different C. That's all I said. Because the crack CDs, this is different.
All right.
Does it derail like this often? Should I be prepared?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm at home. We haven't even gotten into the what's in my bag topic, so that's gonna be crazy. But yes. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my artist for today because I think that transitions well. Because you tweeted that shit, so obviously it comes from a real place. Now with you doing music now, and I promise you, I'm gonna say it again. If y'all don't know this man, y'all gonna know him very soon. And I that's one of the things I love with What's in My Bag too. We get them early. A lot of things will happen with the people that we meet. Like, yeah. So how did you get here? Because I think your story is interesting. I know a little something.
A little? You know,
it's a little. I think we come from the same circumstances.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. As I was listening to you, I was like, man, I overstand this. Because I come from the entertainment world. Yeah. I was working at a really big entertainment company for about 3.5 years. Yeah. And I had decided, I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm interacting with like all these, you know, celebrities and all these artists and stuff, and I'm coming through helping to amplify their voices, and that's amazing. Like I love being able to contribute to their careers in that way, but at the same time I'm like, okay, well, what about my own? Like, yeah. And when I would introduce myself, it's like, oh, you're that guy from, you know, this company or that company. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a marketer, I'm a this, but I'm also a singer. And I hated that comma.
Yeah, want to say I'm a singer first.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you a singer? Well, you not big, so you're not popping. So
you want to get recognized.
There's no respect. There's no value, like
passion,
you said. Yeah. But eventually, I started shifting the narrative because I knew what I wanted, and so that required me to speak of myself a little differently. So
you left this job
twice. I know.
That mean they wanted him back.
Relationship. We got back together. I left again, but I did great work there. They bring you back when you good.
Full disclosure, how much did you walk away from? Because I think that be some shit too that people.
I was making 6 figures, and am I making 6 figures right now? I'm doing music. I'm just starting out, so I'm gonna be real and say no.
What that girl do in the back seat? Like, what the fuck, man?
You know, in the end, yeah, I was making 6.
People that walk away from the stability to go into business for themselves.
You look crazy until you're not.
Okay.
It's crazy because that same company right now, I'm working on a deal. They're about to use my record for a Valentine's Day campaign.
Let's go, man.
So it's like, you know, it's full circle in that way. Yeah,
bro, that's really crazy, bro. Like, it's like literally almost every week or every other week, bro. It's like I always find myself having that conversation of like how life always comes in full circle. Like it just doesn't doesn't matter like when, how. It's just like, bro, like life always comes full circle in some way, shape, or form, or whatever, bro. That shit, bro, it's just wild to me, bro.
So I'm trying to go down a timeline from leaving this job, you know what I'm saying? Now you getting into, okay, I'm really about to do this. I think the part when you really realize what you need to do is when you fall on your ass. It's like when ain't no funds there, when you spent it all, it's like, oh shit, my ass is hot. I gotta do something now. I gotta get up. So now we're taking music seriously. What does that look like?
Well, before I took it seriously, I had dropped a project while I was still there, and nobody knew that I was doing music until, you know, over time you get to know people. They follow you on social media, and if you post about something, it's like, wait, whoa, you do music? You interview music artists. I will say
you make it easy because you don't show yourself a lot on your cover arts and stuff. You make it easy for nobody to know you. You could really be one of them artists that niggas just know your songs, and then you come out and niggas be like, oh,
is this nigga?
Shit. That's the voice.
You know, we're trying to change that this year. We're trying to be a little bit more.
Like niggas walk right past you in the mall and like not knowing like, but they
this nigga just made your favorite song.
Yeah. That happens to me on TikTok all the time. People be commenting and be like, "Yo, you make this song? This is you?" Yeah. So I'm used to that now. But yeah, before people they had no idea that I was doing music because I wasn't really pushing it like that.
Right.
But it wasn't until the pandemic. It was like mid 2020 when the world was just going up in flames, you know, everything was going to shit. Wait, can I?
Yes. Please.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Fuck, bitch ass.
Oh, shit.
That's all I'm gonna give y'all.
The world was just going to shit. And I was like, do I really want to spend the rest of my life? Because I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. This really could be like a post-apocalyptic situation where, you know, I might not have a reason to sing if it's just 30 people on earth. So let me go do the shit that I want to do. Yeah. Let me go enjoy myself. So, I quit the job in the middle of a pandemic and I had no plan. The plan was to bet on myself.
Listen,
look at Lou just sitting there cracking up when you said that.
Because it's scary, but it's one of them things that when you're at the job, I feel like creatives struggle with this. It's different if you have a scientific mind, if you have a mathematical mind, if you have a mind that can function with that type of stability and corporate structure and shit like that. There are people that are like that, and we don't down them.
The leap of faith is like literally just that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
when you're a creator,
whatever, but like, because it's no set formula to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like to be a rocket scientist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn. You gotta go through this. You gotta do this. Right. To be goddamn, you know, the president. You gotta goddamn do this, that, and third, or whatever.
Hold on,
but
you
like,
gotta do much for that.
What now? But you know what I'm saying? But
you can run that shit.
But along the lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like it's steps to like, you know,
facts
to get in this place. But like to be like in the whole entertainment thing or whatever, so like this, like it's pretty much like, all right, well, shit, I'm just gonna do this. Hopefully, the brother, like, this shit gonna stick, and I'm gonna goddamn commit to this shit. Like
every day you winging it,
like. And that's it, bro. You just gotta like just do it, bro. And I mean, eventually it pays off in the long run. But like, bro, like that road, bro, like it always seemed like forever going until like you hit that exit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
So nice little quotes sometimes.
Hey man, niggas, I love seeing the growth in just the podcast and just our personalities, and it's a beautiful thing to witness. So. I'm gonna get into the shit that is sweeping the nation. You know what I'm saying? It's going crazy out here.
Oh shit.
Cause what is sweeping the nation?
Yeah. Hey,
I want to know.
The abstract EP.
Oh,
like it's going crazy out here. It's going crazy out here.
I'm confused.
I'm still confused.
This is the name of JAWAN's EP.
Huh? No, I'm just
it's not. Playing. I'm like, wait, like niggas sweeping the nation.
No, I appreciate it.
Your new EP, the abstract is. I wrote down it's an atomic bomb. It's an atomic bomb because I feel like it's a class in vocals. It's a class in vocal production. It's a class in vocal arranging. It's a class in production overall. Like it sounds like you took your time with this. I want to ask you how long it took you to fully make this project.
Oh. Yeah, almost 3 actually.
Jesus Christ!
But you can hear it's just 5 songs. But what's crazy is that it took that long for me to figure out what I wanted to say, how I wanted it to sound, and I think the last song I did was actually Only Want You, and that's the most popular. But you hear that story so much, right? It's always the last record that like is the one that takes off.
The one you ain't thinking about.
The one that you weren't thinking about. I literally wrote that like in the car. I just had a melody, and I was on my way to the studio. I was like, yo, let's just do this. Like this idea I just came up with. But those be the ones. But yeah.
Why is it always like that? It's like, bro, it's like the ones that you don't ever really put too much thought into. It's like, all right, I'm fucking with this, like, but let me just go ahead and put this shit down. Then compared to the one, it's like, hey, look, I'm gonna goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And that one still comes out hard, but it's like, bro, that one that you was never really like, it was like, bro, that shit is always, it's like, why is it always like that?
I think it was all of the work that like went up until it though. Like right before I did that record, it was all of the reps that I put in doing all the other records and like figuring out like, okay, what is it that I want to say? How do I want to sound? What do I want these records to sound like? And then it just got easy. Yeah. Which is why that record came out with such ease, and you can hear it too. It's like it's all there. It's in the fabric of the music. Yeah.
You ever like look at it like from the other perspective, like people that can almost be people's downfall, like wanting something, like creating anything and thinking that it's gonna hit so bad that like when you show other people and they like, no, not that one, or pick the other one, you just like, no, this is the one, like being scared to like branch out and not accept that your vision is not what it needs to be. Because I know for myself, like how you were saying, they picked, the one that you least expected was the one that took off. Every time when I had an assignment in school, whether it was something doing with art, the one that I wanted, my teacher never chose. And it would piss me off, because I'm like, you're stupid. This is the one that's going to be good. But now looking at it like, nah, sometimes it's like you have to accept, okay, maybe this isn't the one. Maybe it's something you need to push back and focus your attention somewhere else because this might actually make me stagnant, thinking that this is the number one,
I try to have a lot of freedom when I'm creating. So I try to free myself from any expectations of how a song will do. You do your formulaic things, right? Like, you want your hook to be catchy, you want your verses to be kind of short and stuff. That stuff is just all formula, right? Because you know how people's attention spans are. But as far as how a song is going to perform, once I release it, I just let it go. I have to. And I look at making music kind of like co-parenting. Like, you spend a lot of time baking a song.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Before it even gets out on Pro Tools.
And not even just a song, but like even like in your case, right? Let's say a podcast. There's a lot that goes into this production. But then, that's your baby. But when you put it out into the world, everybody has their relationship to it as well.
That makes so much sense.
People will be like, yo, that's my song because I heard this song when my shawty was doing this and blah, blah, and that's our wedding anthem now or something. You know what I'm saying? And they have this personal relationship with the song that is different from your own experience to it. So now y'all co-parent it. And it's like, well, we share this.
Hey,
and people are going to do what they will with that information.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope as hell.
That's a fact.
They're going to do what they will with
the
song.
Fact.
And so, it's been really interesting to see people how they relate to the music.
I like it, man. Speaking of that shit, the reception has been wild for this release. You know what I'm saying? Just the names of stuff that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I seen you were featured in Up Rocks, which is a dope a dope content hub for everything, man.
Shout out to Wango.
Shouts out to him. I've heard that Only Want You is in the millions for total like listens on TikTok,
which is actually insane. So
what is the number?
Don't give me
the line. He said it's changed since
yesterday. Every day is going up, but I can see like all of the videos that are using the song and like the aggregate views on all of that. So I'm sure we're over 12, 13 million by now, which is crazy because it's just getting started.
Yeah, man.
Like I can see the graphs and stuff like in the analytics and whatnot, but I'm seeing just this uptick. It's like literally thousands of videos being created to it, and it's insane. It's hard to comprehend at times too.
He's had some Apple Music playlisting. You know, shouts out to that.
Yeah.
Have you had any Spotify playlisting?
Not yet. We working on Spotify.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
Shit. The Queen Bee herself, Brandy. I seen her shout him out on the story. I said, man, this is. You know what, man?
Yeah, you
listen,
vibe.
it's and I hear so much influence from like the greats. We spoke about Janet earlier.
Yeah, I love Janet.
We speaking about Brandy. Like I hear so much influence in vocal arrangement from you, and I remember saying earlier that you have a sound that's. It sounds like I've heard it before, but I haven't heard it in a long time. My nigga, you are taking us back to like real soul music. Wow. Soul. And I think that that's what's missing from R&B now.
Yes,
it's
it
all
is.
about fucking. Like,
Yes.
I'm going to straight up tell you, I'm pulling my dick out and I'm putting it in.
I give this dick.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even, they're not even trying to find catchy ways to,
It's no love.
to say anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's just blunt to the point. And I'm just like, okay, I get it. That's what niggas want to hear now. But it shows that time and time again that real music and dope music and music that it sounds like you put years into